I want to hit you, Allie, and beat him like he stole from me. Oh! YouTube, hey, how you doing? You guys really got to start knocking, man. Y'all like reverse David Blaine's. You're not here, then you're here. But anyway, rant, rave today with the Surreal Wonder. I am the Surreal Wonder. Not the Surreal Wonder. I am the Surreal Wonder. And today's rant, it kind of like serves out the news, and you know somebody's got to say something about this. How about that American torture? Now, before you get all patriotic on me and say, oh no, we needed this pertinent information to get these guys that had this info on 9/11 aspects and details that we needed. It was so crucial for us, and we couldn't be done, and we couldn't be a nation right now without it. Maybe. I'm going to be real with you. Maybe. Wasn't in the room. But what I do know is it stinks like a cover-up. Here's the reason why. Remember Abu Ghraib? You know, a couple years ago, you saw those guys in pyramids and those female officers mock those naked detainees or naked terror suspects in the most god-awful ways that make you think, I can't believe we're doing this as Americans. I thought we didn't support torture. I thought this is not a part of us. This is not even a part of the Geneva Convention. And we found out that the Abu Ghraib tapes were being used to fuel Al-Qaeda, you know, for the recruiting services. Well, it's fucked up. And what those things did is they kind of like demonized the American people, to the people outside of America in the Middle East. And sad thing is, America, we don't even know what they're saying about us in the Middle East. We get very diluted news from these five media giants, you know, General Electric, Westinghouse. I think that's, is that name? No, it's not Westinghouse, it's the other ones, but there's only five of them. And they tell us what they want us to know about public perception of the U.S. Well, it's going to be going bonkers right now because this is crazy, man. Matter of fact, I don't have the programs to like pull up the little Fox newscasts, but I think you should hear some of this, man. According to August 24th on MSNBC, detainees were forced to eat a baseball. Eat a fucking baseball? That's enhanced interrogation, bruh? Then there's always good old waterboarding. Do you know we got that? We got that from the Soviet and Chinese, man. You know, in the Vietnam War, they used to take our POWs and waterboard them for information. So we in essence became what we hated. Now I know what you guys are saying. Oh no, we did it for America. Fuck yeah. Now that's bullshit. Because you know what torture does? You know what? At least here's my understanding of torture. You got me in a little dark room. I've been suspected of something. I may have been even mildly affiliated with something, but you don't know what I know. So you ask me. You say, what the fuck do you know? What the fuck do you know? We're going to do this legally. Oh, you still don't know nothing? And the thing about America, we can do a lot of things legally to really fuck with a person. But what they do is like they figure that you torture you. And I can let me get this in your head. I love America, and I can completely understand the nature to avert another disaster. How you're feeling right there. But another thing about torture is, if you stick bamboo under my fingernails, and I get the sensation of dying, and you make me eat a baseball, and you waterboard me 187 times in a duration of a month to the point where I am unresponsive. It is documented. That's what they did to one of these motherfuckers that was accused of doing 9/11. Hey, if he did it, he deserves that because that's 30,000 deaths on his head. But the sad thing is, we'll never know if he did that because you waterboarded him 187 times in the duration of a month. You broke him and you drove him crazy. So in essence, you don't even know beat any information out of that guy that you want to get from him. So if, just like Jesse Ventura said, give me Dick Cheney and 5 minutes of waterboarding, And Dick Cheney will confess to the Sharon Tate murders because that's what it is. That's what it is. Now, that's fucked up. What's even more fucked up is how this administration is handling this. This whole Michael Steele, one of the heads of the GOP, said, I completely understand the president on not want to look backward on this issue. We need to go forward. This is not the time. It's a political move. It's all a game of these high powers. Jesus, it's all a game of these higher powers, to stay in power. At least that's what Michael Steele is, concocting, or that's what he's suggesting. And President Obama's official statement on this was, we've got to look forward, not backward, on the CIA torture thing. Do you know some of these guys were actually crucified? The Red Cross, they gave reports of these dead guys that died through interrogations, and one of them was, you crucified the guy. They even described it. Please, you know what? It's on YouTube, and there's a link for this. And the thing about it is YouTube, it's not this guy just telling me that, no, this guy was tortured. No. And the thing about it is YouTube, it's not this guy just telling me that, no, this guy was tortured. No. It was on MSNBC. And the thing about that is, I know media is corrupt. I just finished saying that not too long ago, but it's one of the only periodicals that we have to verify the truth. I.e., so, you see something on TV, it's almost jive probable. Now you're just kind of looking for, supporting evidence. Well, I'd like you to investigate this, man. They were crucifying these cats. There's even talk of sodomy and rape of detainees. Not saying it's true, but those things alone warrant investigation. And when the president doesn't want to move on it because of a political thing, we gotta look forward, not backward. At the young man fucked up the ass, put on a cross like our great Savior, and forced to eat American pastime playthings. We don't need to look into that. Not as bullshit, we do need to look into that. Fuck whose head rolling. Because you know what? Even by your standards, it's going to be fueling this war with Al Qaeda and these guys that hate us anyway. And it's going to be, and if Abu Ghraib was like gasoline, motherfucker, this is jet fuel. We are not going to be safer just by letting it hang in the air like a stale pierogi. That's something that nobody wants to acknowledge, and that's why I'm glad that they have. Well, I don't even know if I'm glad for this, because Eric Holder, the Attorney General, has appointed some special prosecutor, to look over the facts of the CIA. So once again, we have internal investigations done internally by the guys who perpetrated, or at least not a far connection. You know what I'm saying? This 2 points of disassociation between them. He knows that guy and he knows that guy type of thing, and he knows that guy. And the first he knows that I said is the guy being prosecuted, and the last he knows that I said is the guy prosecuted. Come on. But you know what? I'm very interested to find what our reports say, and you should be too. How does this relate to you? Well, I want you to consider one thing, guys. I want you to go to the FBI new terror suspect list. Like I said before, there are bloggers, there are people who believe in the Second Amendment, there are people who believe in the Constitution, they are Christians, they are people who believe in homeschooling. Oh sweet Jesus, you're homeschooling your own children. You mean you got books like they got books and you're reading it to them and you're instilling your own values on them on a continual basis? Sweet Jesus, you're a freak. You can really investigate this, man, because they're waterboarding terror suspects, and these are the new terror suspects, becoming more like you and me every day. So you cannot see the forest for the trees. You cannot try to make the connection. Or better yet, I love you, right-wing Republican, government can't do no wrong type motherfuckers. Like you never heard the Gulf of Tonkin incident. Like you never heard Tuskegee. Like you never heard of, the JFK assassination. You know what? It was only one guy. Kind of like, Sirhan Sirhan. It was only him. Just like, yeah, those guys are crazy. And I like you guys because you guys are part of a dying breed. That's what I like about the new information age, man. People are more open and, they can kind of